What's going on, guys? PlayBox here. We're back for another Dragon Ball Legends video. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at the new updated tier list made by Gamepress. So, as you guys know, I like to do these tier list review every month because every month we do get a new LF. And this month we got the Saiyan Saga Grade 8 Vegeta. So, you know what? We're going to be taking a look at it. They did also update it last week or 2 weeks ago when they added God of Destruction Topo and Kalen Khalifa, and I believe they also have some Zenkais to include, like APE Frieza. So we're just gonna be taking a look at all of that. So without further ado, let's just hop in straight into the list, and right away I can already tell you that Tier Z is probably not going to change at all. Yeah, so there was still the same 4 units in Tier Z, or should I say the family tier, where we have all Sun family units. No change there whatsoever. We scroll down here. Oh wait, I didn't reload the page because, as you can see, Goku has moved up, so he's the 3rd on S tier. So that's pretty cool to see. We're gonna slowly move up. Super Saiyan Blue evolved Vegeta has risen up in the ranks pretty fast. I mean, he was like at the bottom of S tier with Gogeta Blue, so he's like almost top of S tier right now. So that's pretty crazy to see. I mean, it makes sense because God Ki is starting to be more blast oriented and Gogeta, of course, is a strike oriented unit, so it makes sense for him to be the main God Ki unit. But like I said in my last one, him and Gogeta Blue are pretty much equal. So we keep going, and there we go. Not Super Saiyan, but Saiyan Saga Vegeta Grade 8 Vegeta is right below Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta, so he's in mid S tier. And as we scroll a bit further, we have God of Destruction Topo, who's an absolute beast. Let me tell you, I wish I pulled him, but you know, we still have the dailies to look forward to. But yeah, this Vegeta, yeah, he has a lot to offer. Let's see their explanation. He's an upgrade to the Saiyan red slot, and they were already a strong team. So yeah, the biggest problem with Saiyans, even though they're like a super top tier team, is that their red slot was either Super Gogeta, who doesn't buff the team, or Ultra Goku right here, who's like sort of he's not as good as the other units because of course they're all Zenkai units. So now that they have this Vegeta, they're pretty much gonna be unstoppable. They have a full color wheel of top tier units, and honestly, you can say they're better than like hybrids, because hybrids, they only have these 3 units, and of course they have the Zenkai Trunks, which is actually a pretty solid roster, but they don't have a strong green unit, which is why Goku is so high. He just completely destroys hybrids, and that's why I think like movies with Bojack and like Revival Gohan, Goku, I think movies, in my opinion, is probably the best team in the game. And I would say like hybrids and Saiyans are right there with them, as well as Regeneration, because this Fat Boo is stupid. So yeah, let's keep going. Gogeta has pretty much fallen quite a bit, actually. If Super Saiyans get some more additions, he's probably gonna move up a bit. So this is the same. Android 18 has fallen from once he was Z tier to top of S tier to now middle to bottom S tier, which is pretty damn insane. But let me tell you, once androids get a red or purple unit, like one of the 2 or both, she's instantly back to S tier without a doubt in my mind. Have you seen my Android 18 video? She can still do stuff, okay? But oh, Angel Vegeta has passed to S tier as well. I always thought Angel Vegeta should have deserved a spot on S tier, but now that their Saiyan team is a full color wheel, it makes sense that he's in S tier. MajinBlue is joining the S tier ranks as well. I don't know why he actually rose in ranks. I mean, like, his teams didn't really get update. I guess they just decided that he was more valuable than he actually was. So yeah, I guess MajinBlue is S tier. Honestly, I would still put him at top of tier 1, but that's just me. So apparently, 1% sparking units are now considered at 9 stars, which is why some units like MajinBlue have climbed the ranks. Also, like units like God of Destruction Topo and such, because they're now at 9 stars, LF at 7 stars, and I think Zenkai's at 7 stars also. So yeah. LF Zenkai Frieza. So with his LF, they also brought up the final form Frieza into S tier. So that's cool to see. So yeah, LF Frieza, let's look at their explanation. Zenkai Boost has made him a brick wall on defense, which is probably what LOE needed the most. They needed a very tanky unit, and they got LF Frieza, who's an absolute wall, and his ultimate still does a lot of damage. His support is insane, so that's pretty much the boost to LOE. And of course, this guy, his also brought up in the ranks. Now the one thing they need is probably, like Goresh said, is like some sort of revival or endurance unit. At this point, like in this meta, you need some sort of endurance or revival unit because everyone just be flooded with them. That's why freaking hybrids revival plus endurance is pretty nasty. And I believe Saiyans, you can run a double revival also with the revival Goku and now this Vegeta. So that's also a very good option if you don't want to run a Namek Goku instead of if you don't want to run Namek Goku as your primary blue unit. So yeah, Super Saiyan 3 slowly falling up to tier 1, which is rightfully deserved. I mean, he's a one-dimensional ass unit, so it makes sense. And if we keep going down, Zenkai Goten's there, and then I think at tier 1 is pretty much the same. Let's keep going. I think Revival Goku kind of climbed the ranks above Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You always gotta revisit Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and how bad he is at middle of tier 1. You'll love to see it. Anniversary unit, by the way. EX unit right above him. Imagine being overtaken by an EX unit, right? So, oh, Kalen Khalifa right below Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who's below Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, this Kalen Khalifa, they're honestly not that great, to be honest. This God of Destruction Topo completely destroys them in terms of usability, damage, and all of that. Like, I pulled that Kalen Khalifa twice, man. If only I pulled this God of Destruction Topo, that would have been so much better. But they are at the middle of tier 1, and if we keep growing Goku Black, you know, that is crazy. Mid tier 1, eh? That's you love to see it. If we keep scrolling down, this purple Broly I've been using a lot recently on Super Saiyans with Bardock and Revival Gohan, and he's a problem. Granted, you kind of need Bardock with him to be doing some sort of substantial damage, but even without him, he does still really solid damage. I think he should honestly be a bit higher in the ranks, but that's just me. We keep going, and EX Yajirobe makes the cut above Super Perfect Cell, Trunks, all these units, and it's really cool to see that they're making these EX units a lot more viable than they used to. Like prior to the 3rd anniversary, they were dropping EX units and they were just like pretty much fodder. I mean, they were just there for collection's sake. Like, you were never gonna be using them in battle at all, but now they're actually making them very viable, and they're actually making them on par with these sparking units, which is pretty cool to see. The only thing that is not so good is their pull rates, which is pretty much lower than an LF unit, if believe it or not. They're at, I believe, 0.416, and then LFs are at 0.5, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. But let's keep going. Roberry making the cut, of course, the best pool squad minion unit. He's actually very good because he has endurance and that timer count, that switch timer count reduction when they use a rush. So that's cool. Rose is a unit that I really want to try at 6 stars because honestly, he's pretty underrated. I'm gonna probably be making a video on him soon, just to revisit him because he's actually I actually enjoy using him. He's pretty fun to use. So yeah, if we keep going, that's pretty much it. UI Goku has fallen off significantly. Like, he is almost at bottom of, he's pretty much at bottom of tier 1, closing in on tier 2, which is pretty crazy to see because he's still one of my favorite units to use, most fun to use because of that unique gauge. But other than that, I mean, there isn't any other changes to this tier list. I mean, that was pretty much it. So if we were to reiterate, no changes in Z tier. Honestly, at this point, I don't think there's going to be any changes to Z tier until Black Friday / New Year, where we get like the hype celebration of the year, even more than anniversary. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most in terms of changes to Z tier. But if we keep going down, we got a boost in ranking for SSBE Vegeta. The Great Ape Vegeta at mid S tier right behind him. God of Destruction Topo is also very close there. At middle of S tier. Android 18 has fallen off significantly. LF Frieza bottom of S tier after Zenkai boost. And then Kalen Khalifa right there behind Gogeta at mid tier 1. So there you go. And of course, Yajirobe right there at mid tier 1 to bottom tier 1. Mid tier 1. So there you go. That is the tier list for this month's LF and other units. As you know, I'm going to be making another one next month where we get another monthly LF. Honestly, if you think about it, they might not drop an LF for next month because the month after that is where we have Black Friday, and they might take like a break in between to like get us hyped for the main course of the year. So who knows, because they did take a break during May for the anniversary. So they skipped out on 1 month for an LF, and then they went straight to the anniversary where they dropped the double LF. So who knows, they might do that, but we'll just have to wait and see. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, because that shit is so important. So don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.